But tell me, how did you prepare your luggage? Because we know that when we are traveling, it's more than clothes. It's also like these expectations that we have for the country. So tell me about it. What was your process for packing to come to Mexico?
So first of all, it was hard to pack because I didn't know till like 1 month before going to Mexico, I would go to Mexico. And so it was like hard in the beginning. And I didn't know like how it would be here. Like it's my first time in Mexico. It's my first time like I was in America and Canada before, but never lower. So I didn't know what to expect. And to be honest, I didn't have any expectations.
Okay.
I just went for it. And I was like, I'm open-minded. I'm just going there.
What about like these emotions? Did you pack any of these emotions with you for coming here?
Of course I did. Like, first of all, it's always like you're sad because you're leaving, you leave your friends behind, you know that you won't see your family. So it's like on the other side you're sad, but on the other side you're really excited because everything's gonna be new, like the culture will be new, the language.
La siguiente entrevista está en su idioma original, por lo cual te sugerimos habilitar los subtítulos al inglés.
Chicos, bienvenidos nuevamente. Hello, bonjour, hola, cualquiera que sea tu idioma. Este es tu podcast y estamos una vez más en ¿Qué llevas? En esta sección titulada ¿Qué llevas en la maleta? El episodio del día de hoy es súper especial, no solo porque es mi primer episodio, sino porque estamos con una persona que es sumamente especial para mí, Maggi, Magdalena, Maggi for friends.
Maggi for friends. For you, definitely.
Recuerden que nos pueden estar escuchando en las plataformas de Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music y Apple Podcast. Igual es importante recordar que el día de hoy el episodio va a ser en inglés. Pero sabemos que nuestros oyentes son bilingües y sin problema. Trilingües, like Maggie is from Germany and she can also talk in German for a second. Or
Not today.
Not today. Maybe at the end.
Maybe for the comment section.
Yeah, yes. But Maggie, it's so great to have you here. I'm really glad. And I mean, I met Maggie the first day, literally the first day she came to UPAEP, and we had like this amazing connection, and she's one of my best friends, I can tell. But Maggie, yeah, you have been here for a year now. It's so impressive. I can't believe it was 1 year.
No, me neither. I just arrived. And tomorrow I fly to travel, and in September I go back home. And then I was here for like 14 months. And it feels like I just arrived. Like I saw the pictures you took from our first days here, from the orientation days, and it's unreal.
It's unreal.
unreal.
Like Maggie said, tomorrow she flies. She will come back on September, but she will fly home by then, you know?
Yeah.
So, but tell me, how did you prepare your luggage? Because we know that when we are traveling, it's more than clothes. It's also like these expectations that we have for the country. So tell me about it. What was your process for packing to come to Mexico?
So first of all, it was hard to pack because I didn't know till like 1 month before going to Mexico, I would go to Mexico. And so it was like hard in the beginning. But I had to do it at one point. I had to move out of my room in Austria where I study. And I started like to get my favorite clothes to feel like comfortable at least, and also like to pack like practical clothes. But still, I took medicine from home because some I just know they work for me. So, and I didn't know like how it would be here. Like it's my first time in Mexico. It's my first time like I was in America and Canada before, but never lower. So I didn't know what to expect. And to be honest, I didn't have any expectations.
Okay.
I just went for it. And I was like, I'm open-minded. I'm just going there.
Yeah.
Open-minded and see what happens. And I also packed an open mind, I guess.
Yeah, that's very important. Like we have mentioned before in some other episodes, it is very important for you to have this open mind, like you mentioned, because of course the country that you're going in is not the same as your country. There are gonna be so many new things. There are gonna be so many things that maybe you won't like, but you need to know that that's the way it is in that country, and you need to adapt, right?
Yeah.
But tell me, like, I can imagine. Well, you live in Austria. She's from Germany, but she lives in Austria. But for example, here to plug your phone, like to charge your phone, the connectors are different.
Yeah.
Did you know that, or did you find out here?
No, I knew that. I
Did-
ordered that on Amazon. So I'm prepared to like charge my phone because like if you come and you're like without a charger or anything, you need it. You need it for your laptop. Like so also when I packed for coming here, I packed my tablet, my laptop, my phone, my ebook because I love to read, and my earphones, and of course I need to charge them.
Yeah.
And that's what I knew from America. So
Okay. Okay, so you knew already how it.
yeah. But still, it was like, okay, I don't have any, like, I don't know how you call this device. The adapter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any. So I was like ordering it, and I was like, it was last minute, of course, because it's nothing you really think about.
Yeah, exactly.
So there was a last minute order, like 1 day delivery from Amazon because I was literally leaving the day after. But it arrived by 1 day. So props to Amazon here.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy because I don't know. For me, I will maybe search before, but you knew it like one day before.
Yeah, like some stuff, like you have a lot of stuff to prepare for. For example, you also need like your visa because I'm here for 1 year, so I needed that visa. And that took like almost all of my energy because it was hard to get. Like I had to go to another city, I had to get the appointment. It was quite hard to get. And then I got the appointment like 1 day before I flew to Mexico, before I had my flight, end of July last year. And I was literally there, and he was like, oh, there's some papers missing. And I was like, oh, but can I still get it? And he was like, yeah, I mean, probably usually not, but as you're flying tomorrow, I will give it to you, and you have to send me per email. And I was really glad. So I got my visa, I got everything, but still it like continued here because you also have here to go to the immigration office.
Yeah.
And it took like 2 or 3 hours. We had to wait. I was with Jan and like someone who's working for UPAEP for internationals, and it was really nice. She supported us really well. And yeah, we went to the office, and then I got my Mexican ID.
Amazing.
And now I'm Mexican.
Arriba. No, but guys, get your stuff ready. Get all your papers ready if you don't want to be running. And what about like these emotions? Did you pack any of these emotions with you for coming here?
Of course I did. Like, first of all, it's always like you're sad because you're leaving, you leave your friends behind, you know that you won't see your family. So it's like on the other side, you're sad, but on the other side, you're really excited because everything's gonna be new. Like, the culture will be new, the language.
Yeah.
When I arrived, I didn't speak Spanish, you remember?
Yeah. And you have done very well, honestly.
Thank you.
Like
I try.
you understand a lot of words now, and that's I think that's very important. And would you say that's one of the things that you take with you when you go back home?
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Like the language, I love Spanish. I love to listen to it. I love the music. And I just love the vibes from like Spanish speakers. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back home. Also, my friends went to Spain for the exchange and others also to Mexico. So I hope I can continue talking with them in Spanish back home so I don't lose like all what I
When we
proved while being here.
when we phone call, we can definitely talk in Spanish. Don't worry. No, but but in chisme, claro. So she knows what chisme is. That's impressive. No, but would you say that your luggage now it's bigger than it was before? Like it's more full than when you arrived, or
Yeah, definitely. So first of all, emotionally, and second of all, also I went shopping a lot. I also went with you in Puerto Escondido, so
True.
you should know. Yeah. So I have more clothes. Also, I got some souvenirs so I can feel like in Mexico, but in Austria.
Oh.
So because I'm really gonna miss it. Also, like the traditional stuff from here, like the talavera and all the colorful stuff and the keychains, and I just really, really love the colorful.
Mexico vibes.
Yeah. So it's so full of colors, and I think I want to adapt that to my life because before I wasn't used to like wear colors. Also, I'm not doing that today, but usually I do. I wear more colors. Like I changed, like my taste in clothes changed. For that, I also like stuff that I came with. I will bring to the Caritas, so people can like probably give them a second chance. But it just don't belong to this stuff anymore because I also changed. Like during this year here, everything changed. Like I changed, like the whole situation changed, my friends changed, my family changed, but we all kind of grew together, and I love that.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end, if you go somewhere, of course, you will have this new perspective of stuff.
Yeah.
You will see that the culture is or it's not as you were expecting. And it's so nice that you are donating your clothes and the things that you don't need anymore. Because, well, as I could hear before, you pack really light. So you come here and buy the stuff that you need at the moment, right? So if you don't need it anymore, it's really good that you're doing that charity, yeah. But it's really really nice. So well, you travel a lot. Like even here in Mexico, you had the chance to go to the north of the country. Do you have any recommendations for those solo trips or? Because, of course, the luggage that you brought for 1 year in Mexico is not going to be the same for 1 week in another place.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you have, like, a process in that?
Yeah, like I brought 2 suitcases, so because I knew I would be here 1 year, so I brought a little more stuff to feel more comfortable. For example, I got a blanket from my brother for Christmas like 2-3 years ago, and I always have it with me because it makes me feel like home. And when I travel for the weekend or for a week, usually it's the weekend or like a expanded weekend. Because I took my courses, so I could do like long weekends for travels. And of course, I don't take a blanket with me, but I have like these packing cubes. And everything that fits in my 2 packing cubes can come with me, and the other stuff needs to stay at home. So I think that's like kind of my measuring for how much I bring for a trip. Like even if it's like a week or something, I have a backpack which fits like 50 liters. For a weekend, it's too big, but for a week, it's fine. So when you go to the beach, you even need less. So I also take the same backpack now for 4 months to Peru and Colombia. So it's still the same, but I just like need to go and wash and whatever. But you don't really need a lot. Like you need just stuff you can combine with each other.
Yeah.
So like usually I don't have patterns. I only have like one color and it fits to everything. So I have like many different outfits, but because they're like basic, but still with color because I love color now.
That's a great recommendation. Like, just take 2 t-shirts that can combine with everything else. Like, that's very helpful.
Yeah.
I would take that advice because let me tell you that we went to Puerto Escondido together. Bro, we went just for 3 days. And I packed, like, literally 3 different outfits per day. And she was just like, you don't need that much. And I was like, no, of course I need it. Because, you will see me like during the day with an outfit, then for the night, another outfit. Then my suit, like I took, how many swimsuits? I took like literally like 5 swimsuits.
Wow. 5 swimsuits for
Yeah.
3 days.
For 3 days.
So when would you wear them? Like when? You didn't wear all of them, right?
No, not really.
Yeah.
But it was 1 per day and just 2 extra in case I needed it.
Why would you need it?
I don't know.
I mean, packing an extra underwear, that's normal, but an extra bikini?
But yeah, so don't be like me. Pack light.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a really nice recommendation. Like, if you don't really need it, it's also important to know that to the place you go, that you can rent the stuff or you can buy it at the moment, and it's not a big problem.
Yeah. Especially like toiletries, you can get them everywhere.
Mm.
Or like sunscreen. If you only have like a big bottle, just buy another one there, because if you're 1 week in the sun, you're gonna need the whole
Yeah.
bottle of sunscreen, obviously.
Yeah.
So you can just buy it there. If you're missing anything or you forget your toothbrush, just like
Buy it.
you can just buy it. It's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's very interesting. And I really liked when you mentioned that you brought this blanket that made you feel like home.
Yeah.
Would you say that there was something that you missed from that you said after being here, like, oh, I should have packed this and I didn't?
Probably I have like this really beautiful beach dress, like a long one, and I kind of missed it having here because I really feel comfortable in it. But I didn't know I would go that often to the beach, so I didn't pack it. I was like, oh, it has a lot of volume, but in the end I would have loved to have it here. And probably also some more snacks or food from home. But I also discovered that in some supermarket they have like German weeks. And there I bought some comfort food.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and it was really nice having this food like in the supermarket. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, in Mexico they have German food.
Yeah, also here in Puebla, especially in Puebla, you can find a lot of German.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I mean, it's really nice, but it's so crazy. Well, I have heard that they always say like Germans are everywhere, and I confirm that.
They are.
They travel.
True.
I need to learn more of that. Now, being more reflexive, I would say, for example, personally, I'm a little bit afraid of going out by myself, like traveling by myself, because some places are not safe, are not that safe, and you hear this news about some places. So what would you recommend? Because I mean, you as a girl, you travel a lot by your own.
Yeah.
What would you say it's a recommendation that you give to these young girls become young?
You are young. We are.
You are too, yeah. Because, but what would you recommend for us, like people like me, that I'm kind of afraid to be by themselves? What is your perspective about this?
So, first of all, you should always travel to a place, especially when you're starting traveling by yourself. You should go to a place where you feel comfortable with. Maybe you have been there before with your family, with friends, whatever, and you already kind of know the place, so you feel comfortable there. Also, like, pack probably something you like for the night to feel more comfortable as a blanket, even if it takes a lot of space, so you can like start seeing how you feel about traveling by yourself, because it's not for everyone, but that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be for everyone, but I personally love it. Like, I love like connecting with new people, being in the hostel. So I also discovered when you're by yourself in a hostel, people are very open and they're like, oh, hey, what's your name? And they really want to get to know you. Also, like, it's not a really deep like connection, of course not, because you're usually only there for some days, but still it's like very nice to hear like different stories, and you also get inspired by them. So when I went with some friends to a hostel, the people are like more shy because like you already have that friend with you. So it's like easier to connect to people and to meet new people. And that's just like really easy when you're by yourself, especially in hostels. Like, I would always recommend like social hostels. Usually they put it on their website that they're like a social hostel, because there also exists like remote hostels where the people work, so they don't really socialize. That makes sense for the people who work remote, but not if you're traveling by yourself and want to get to know people. And also there are like different hostels, they have like activities. So yeah, that's really cool. So usually I go, sometimes I pay like €2 more a night, like that's not too much. But sometimes they just have like these cool activities and you can join them for free. And for example, like going to bachata class or doing yoga in the morning. Or sometimes they have like cooking classes or like bartending classes. It's always very fun. The people are very open-minded. Like, yeah, it's just really, really nice to have this opportunity to meet those people while doing these activities as well.
Yeah. So at first it will seem like you travel by yourself, but at the end you will go back home with a lot of new friends, with a lot of new experiences, have learned something new, like these bachata classes and stuff. Do you like dancing?
I do. I love dancing.
I do love dancing too. But you, as a German, honestly, we have like this mindset maybe that Germans are cold, but no, they're super friendly. Well, once you meet them, and they're super nice and they're true friends. But it's also, like you said, of course, when you go to another country, you're more open to more open to meet new people and to make new friends. So of course you change your personality a little bit,
and also the perspective of seeing things differently. Just being open for okay, they do it like this here, and I used to do it like that at home, but I can just adapt that and nothing special, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
At the end, you are coming to the country, right? So at the end, it's like this adaptation to the culture. And now, because you're leaving soon, what can you say you're taking back with you? Like, it can be also experiences, friendships, and also your luggage, what physically.
So kind of everything you just said. Of course, new friendships, like the friendship with you. I'm really grateful I met you. I'm really grateful I met all of other people last semester. They sadly already left. But also this semester there were so many great people, internationals, Mexicans. It's just so great to meet people here, especially in Mexico, because they're so open, they're so welcoming, they're so warm. And you just arrive here and you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, it was for me like that.
And would you say also UPAEP helped for that? For you to feel that comfortable? Like, of course, Global Crew, it's an amazing group of people that get to know these exchanges and to make them feel home. Do you think that helped too?
Of course, that helped as well. So first of all, I had like a buddy. So I was able to reach out to my buddy and ask questions, especially in the beginning. That was very important to me. And sometimes I didn't know where to go or which building was. I was very confused by that. And also, as I mentioned earlier, when I got the visa, there was also a person who went with us to the immigration office, like took all that time for us to help us to make it more easy for us. And also, especially the orientation days. Like, you come here earlier, you met all these internationals. We're all like feeling the same. We're kind of lost because we're here by ourselves, or like maybe we have other friends with us from the university. But usually people come by themselves, and so we're all experiencing the same. And that just makes you like realize that you're not by yourself and you can talk to these other internationals. And that helped a lot. Yeah.
And what is a very, very Mexican thing that you will take with you to Germany? Well, to Austria, because it's where you study. A little Mexican named Majibah, maybe. You can take me if you want.
So I just booked a third suitcase. Maybe you want to fit in there.
No, but did you actually put an extra suitcase?
I actually booked a third one because I want to take some souvenirs and I also want to take some food. Like, I really love the Mexican food and I want to take some home to...
Like what?
Like, I love chilaquiles. I love the tortillas here.
Yeah.
Like, we are used to have like more of these lower tortillas. Yeah, and I really love the corn tortillas. Like in
No,
the
en español, el
maíz tortillas.
tortillas de maíz.
Yeah, I really love them. Like in the tortilleria, like also they like when you walk past the tortilleria, you always hear that sound from the machine. Yes, exactly. Like
And also the smell, right?
yeah,
So
you can
good.
smell it and you can hear it. There's a tortilleria. Like I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna take some of the food. Like first of all, I was like, oh, will I like it? It's a lot of meat and like always tortilla and like salsa and I love the salsas. I'm definitely gonna bring some salsa.
What is your favorite, green or red?
Of course, red.
Red, yes.
It's just better.
It's just better. Comment down below what salsa do you prefer. I mean, it's different because salsas are so different depending on the food that you're eating. For example, in chilaquiles, enchiladas, but also in tacos, it's so different. But I'm team red,
Yeah,
100%.
Salsa roja siempre.
Salsa roja.
Always, I always get it. When I can get it, I get it.
So it's really nice. Your experience, how you tell us how your luggage, it's bigger now as you came here before. And sadly, we are almost finishing this really nice episode. It was amazing having you here. But do you have any recommendations for those German people, but also people from other countries that want to come to Mexico? What would you say it's a thing that they need to bring, like, definitely?
Wow, that's a really, really tough question because I think it really depends on the culture where you're from. But probably what suits for almost everyone would be like a picture of your family or like a notebook where you can write down all those experiences because it's hard sometimes to keep in touch with all your friends like all the time because you have new friends here, you have your friends and family at home. And sometimes I look in my book and I'm like, oh my God, yes, I experienced this and I experienced that. And I have like my memories all in there. And sometimes when I'm in a video call with friends, I just look into my book and I read something for them and they're like,
Chisme.
yeah, chisme or just like from a trip or something I really loved. Yeah. So I also would recommend bringing a book or buying one here because you can also buy some here. And write down your notes so you can share it with your family and your friends, and probably if you're growing older with your kids, who knows, they're gonna read in it and they're like, oh my God, I wish I would experience that as well in future maybe. And that's how you inspire your people around you, I guess.
That's really nice. Yeah, and you will never forget because sometimes you experience so many things like you just forget because a lot of things happen in your day. But it's really nice that you have this personal space with you and that you take back home. And I'm really glad that Mexico Mexico have this step with you. Like, it's so nice. And thank you so much. Would you like to add something else? Maybe in German, talk in German. Say something.
No, like I think I'm sticking to English, but going to Mexico was like the most tough decision, like because it's for 1 year, but also the best decision I ever made, and I would love to stay here longer. And even though I miss my family, I'm gonna miss my family here even more.
Oh yeah, so nice. No, but I'm glad that you're taking a piece of Mexico in your suitcase back home.
Yeah,
and
you in my third suitcase.
Yes,
And
definitely.
many friendships more, many experiences more. And as I told you, I changed, and I love it.
Bueno, chicos, fue un placer haber tenido a Maggi aquí, que nos haya podido compartir su gran experiencia, todo esto que se lleva de México, e igual todo lo que trajo y ciertas cosas que va a dejar, pero que se lleva en su corazón y en su memoria. Fue un honor haberte tenido como invitada y chicos, muchas gracias por ver este episodio. Nos estamos viendo a la próxima. Chao.
Esto es una producción de Upres Media UPAEP.